Fire Emblem Heroes.
Coming night, with sacred ready, catch your sight, see a champion for from high. In this day, where timeless heroes live, and their ages never die. Fire Emblem, red heroes of the ages. Take up my fight, as I beseech. To kingdoms, ravage my faith with war, will not cease forevermore. The strong, the weak shall break, the meek, all shall fight for the right we seek. Hear my voice, break your heel, I plead, come to me, come set us free. Fire Emblem, your spirit shall shine across the time. Fire Emblem, heroes bring us hope light. Journey from distant worlds to steal the coming shine across the generations now and for a time. Fire Emblem, heroes bring us hope's light. Journey from distant worlds to steal the coming night. With sacred ready, catch your sight, see a champion fall from on high. In this day, where timeless heroes live, and their ages never die. Fire Emblem, red heroes of the ages. With my desire, your heart soon with color new. The end is free.
Alright. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday. Congrats on naming first, Davey. Hello there, Mr. Vol, Sinful, and anyone else who might be lurking about or watching the VOD later. I hope you guys are having a great. I don't think everyone has a long weekend, but here in Canada we have another long weekend. Just after, I think maybe like 2 weeks ago, we had our National Day of Truth and Reconciliation Day, and then now we have Canadian Thanksgiving. So that's why I said not everyone might have a long weekend this weekend, but yeah, we have Monday off, which is great. Some extra time off. I grabbed my my luggage from the basement, so I'm gonna start packing, trying to Tetris everything into the. It's more like a carry-on than like a luggage. Actually, I had a question for you, Dave. I was gonna ask you earlier, but how much did you bring with you to your trip to Japan? I'm sort of thinking I just want the carry-on and then like a backpack, and I think that's like it. I'll try to stuff like a couple days worth of clothes in there. I'll probably be buying some new clothes as well when I get there. But I don't want like a huge luggage. I think a carry-on's probably good enough. But yeah, I'm curious. Let me know. I don't know if you're AFK, but yeah. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Mr. Vol. We did something yesterday, so let me back up a bit. I didn't end up streaming yesterday because we went out for, well, I said we went out for lunch, but we ordered a bunch of takeout. We got it from a place that serves Hainanese chicken. In Chinese, it's Hoi Nam Gai Fan, and it was so good. It was so good. So I was busy doing some family stuff yesterday, so didn't get around to streaming. But we are back today. I was actually debating whether I wanted to stream today too, because in Aether Raids, this is our first week where they finally increased the Aether cap to 400. So I've been like slow rolling it, and I don't think there's gonna be too much Aether Raids content today, just because I want to keep sandbagging as much as possible, just to experience what it's like. But it's weird. It feels so weird to not have to play Aether Raids for like 2 days, and I feel like if I don't keep track carefully, I might end up like just forgetting to play completely and like fill up on Aether. So I don't know if I'll keep this up, but it's nice to be able to have like a day or two in between just to like take a break, build your new teams, and then worry about it later. But once we get to Aether Raids, I'm curious to know how your guys' week has been going for Aether Raids. I know it's Chaos season, but I've been getting some pretty interesting replays. Not in a good way too. some interesting players have been queuing up into me, so I think there might be something to super sandbagging now that we have this new cap. I just bought just a backpack and a 28-inch luggage, and I bring clothes for 7 days and used 24-hour coin laundry during the trip. Okay. That sounds like what I want to do as well. Backpack, a carry-on luggage. I didn't measure my luggage, but I'll check later. And I also bought a travel sling. It's basically like a fanny pack, but you wear it over your shoulders, so it's cooler. It's cooler compared to the fanny pack that my dad wears whenever he goes on his trips. It was actually my sister's fiance. It's a bit of a news, some happy news. I learned not too long ago, a while ago, or not too long ago, that my sister is engaged now, so I can call him her fiance. So yeah, so my sister's fiance was the one who was telling me how, oh yeah, you should get a travel sling. It's very convenient. You can keep all your important stuff there, like your cash, your wallet, your passport, and you can wear it like under your clothes, so it's pretty hard for people to get at if someone tries to like mug you, steal your stuff. Also, hey there, Yuka, welcome. So yeah, I want to travel light. I don't want like a huge luggage to have to like carry around. I know there's like luggage forwarding and all that stuff, but I want to keep it light if possible. But at the same time, I think that just reduces the amount of space you can bring back souvenirs and stuff, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. It's nice to have a break in AR. I only lost 40 lift in my ARD this week. Oof. Yeah, Chaos is a bit of a tough one, because everyone scores the cap in Aether Raids. It's very likely that the not so tryhards they'll just sack play you if they can. So you gotta make sure your team can kill like a few of their units before they can finish you off, if they decide to do that. But yeah. By the way, my Aether Raids is already screwed completely by myself. Did you get the bonus kill? Because that's something that happens quite often, especially if you're not paying attention. They did add the little indicator, but even then, it's if you're not paying attention, you can lose some lift there. By the way, I tried your defense, Davey. I tested your defense. I thought I had you, and then I realized, oh crap, he had the Sigurd ring on his Celica, so Celica could actually run out and kill someone. I was like, oh shit, I managed to box in your Celica because Sigurd actually makes it super easy. I end turn and then Celica just like walks out with 3 movement. What a chet. What a chet. But yeah, I was I did take a peek. I did try your defense and I lost horribly. Just wanted to report that. It's all good. I'm ready in tier 39. Ooh, nice. So, how many of you guys are sandbagging this week in Aether Raids? How many of you guys are sandbagging? So what happens if you're sandbagging is you skip the first 2 days, So you only start playing on the Thursday, I think. Thursday, was it the Thursday? No. Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I think you play the Thursday, and then I think you do a single on the Saturday. So if I take a look at my Aether Raids right now, I am currently exactly at 400 Aether. So this is like maximum sandbagging in terms of trying to use as little Aether as possible. And yeah, like I said, I've been getting hit by some interesting players. So worse than that, LOL. Okay, you gotta tell us what you did. I did by accident, forgot to play Thursday. Oh, that's not good. But I mean, it's chaos season, so I wouldn't be too worried. There's no golden chairs involved, so that sucks. I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear that, Yuka. But yeah, it's a new thing. It seems to work. They increased the cap and yeah, it's a like we've been playing Aether Raids since what, like 2018, 2019. So we've been playing Aether Raids like every day. We've got like a thing going, like a what do you call it, a routine going. And now that they changed it, I can see a lot of people either forgetting or just messing it up. So at least it's chaos season. At least it's chaos season. I play when I have time. Sometimes I don't get much time to play on the Monday. Let's see. I find on Monday is tough because first day of work, and at the end of the day I just don't want to do anything. So sometimes I'm not playing Aether Raids until like 3 hours before reset because I put it off, keep putting it off, and yeah. Well, I forgot the bonus kill. Then I closed the app immediately in the stage clear screen and removed the bookmark thing. Then I reopened my app and my Aether is reduced by 100. Ladder's not reduced. No lift increase. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that sucks. Ooh. I guess maybe you forgot where you were. I would not remove the bookmark in that case. But I am sorry to hear that, Davey. Legendary Mariel Shez is very fun in Chaos Defense. Yeah, I can see it. He is pretty good, especially if you pair him up with, like, I don't know, Sigurd or something like that. Sigurd is very, very hard to kill, especially on enemy phase. He is very, very, very hard to kill. If you don't kill him, then I can see Shez jumping in. Maybe you can even use him with Felix. And yeah, very, very scary. Never removed the bookmark thing. Yes, I think you should have probably resumed just to see where you are first, and then you can decide to like close the app and maybe delete the bookmark again. But I don't know if you tried sending out a message to customer service, see if they can refund you some Aether. Probably not, but I guess it's worth a try if you care a lot about it. I guess you could.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's a nice change. I think it's nice to have like a bit of a break in between seasons. Just hope I hope I don't forget to play one of these days, and then I'll be the one who's complaining and whining about it. Okay. I feel like there's a bit of a lag between stream and my phone. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal. No way. I was in stage clear screen, not surrender. Wait, so what you were trying to do was you were trying to, I guess, cancel the match in a way? Yeah, you said you forgot the bonus kill. So I guess, yeah, it sounded like you wanted to like back out of the stage clear, but I guess it doesn't work that way. As soon as you hit the stage clear, I think it'll count as you haven't played a match. Interesting. But yeah, lesson learned. And like I said, it's Chaos Season, so not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay, let's take a quick look. So there's a couple of revival banners today. I've got my arena ticket, so I'll do that. More revival. We have Ponzaloki Light. I didn't even realize that we were playing Ponzaloki Light. Apparently the only difference, according to some of you guys, is that the cap for rewards is lower, and they give out dragon flowers instead of orbs for rewards. So I don't see why they needed to do that. They could have just made Ponzaloki more frequent, because if they do light and then regular Ponzaloki, doesn't really matter. IMO. So yeah, I would have liked if this gave orbs, but it's equally as annoying to play. I'm not a fan of Ponzaloki. Maybe I'm just bad at the mode. But the Japanese players are fairly competitive with their Ponzaloki. They even like keep track of their scores, and then after like several seasons, they'll be like, "Oh, the top player is so and so." They even make leaderboards out of it. They're very serious about their Ponzaloki. Bonuses for next week. So I think they're, like they said, they're cycling through the newer legendaries. So Alir was last week. This week is Corrin. I forget who else is on the list, but it might go back to Alir next week probably. And again, the new change is that there's like a permanent slot for the older legendaries, so that's really good for the people. The people wanted it, so yeah. Sending HP just for Ponzaloki. I mean, yes, they yeah. So what Davey's saying is that you can tell they're serious when the units they have are ascended for HP, or their boon is HP over like attack or speed or defense and res. I could see it being worth it for some units, like if you build armors. I could see the value in ascending HP in this mode. I hear a bit of static. Give me 1 second. I wish I could show you my my cables that I used to hook up my phone to my power bank and then to my capture card. The wires are all like tearing apart. It looks very ghetto. I wish I could show you guys, but maybe another time. But yeah, so Lilina's bonus next week. I'm sure lots of you guys have Lilina, so perfect for a bonus. We had a surprise banner. I guess maybe it's not much of a surprise. It was on the calendar. But we have a new Heroes Return Ascendants, Rearms, and Attune. So this one was actually pretty good value. Everything except I think green. Green has Attuned Peony and Ascended Merrick. So I'm not sure if you guys have used up your peonies yet from Hero Rises, but she's back and she's sharing with Merrick, and that's like the only color that's kind of a bit poopy. I did do some summons. I did okay. Davey did 40 summons, 1 Attune Triandra, 1 Cheetah, 1 Merrick, and 0+1 Lumera. Nice. Nice. I ended up sparking Lumera on this banner. We've been getting a lot of like new toys for dragons, and my bank for Lumera was kind of low, so I sparked her. But I also picked up a Sheeta. I also picked up a the tentacle lady. I forget her name. The dagger horse cav. Is it worth it to spark on it? I think there's like really good value on this, especially if your photocopying bank is low. I do like everything except for green, and there's like a good chance you'll get a copy. This banner is also 6%, so a bit higher rate than normal. But it depends on you. If you're saving up for something, then maybe this banner might be a skip. You know, some of you guys are actually F2Ps, so you can't just summon on any banner. Speaking of which, I think at the end of the month we're having a mythic banner, so depending on how good this mythic is and what season it is, I think it's probably going to be a defense mythic this month. I want to say Anima. Feel like we haven't gotten an Anima mythic in a while. I'm hoping it's not an offense mythic because I really want to skip if possible. But I think it's looking like it's going to be green, whoever the mythic is going to be. Merrick broke my rate at 10%. Oof. Any rearm attuned is future-proof because of skill duplication, yeah. I guess the only thing you have to worry about is their movement type, because that sort of dictates what skills they can learn and pass on. We can never go wrong with infantries, so Sheeta here is really good. And blue, Ingrid is sharing with her, so we can also use her to duplicate any flyer skills. Yeah, you guys, you can decide if it's worth it for you. Just know that we do have a trailer tonight. For me, it'll be tonight, but I think for some of you guys, it'll be either afternoon or in the morning. So we have a new Heroes banner, probably featuring Dogger. Right? I think the Tempest trial is going to be over today. Today's the last day, so it'd be a good time to introduce the new super shiny Dogger unit that's in TT. It'll be interesting to see what she brings as an accessory, but if she gives people the shiny hawk that she has on her back, I may break my rule and actually use the accessories just to get that hawk to show up on all my units and make them all super shiny. And yeah, the new Dogger art is definitely really good. So yeah, trailer tonight at news o'clock. So we'll see who gets to show up on that one. I think there's a Japanese player. They were saying that it might be 3 houses again, so a bit of a disappointment for some, but let me get another 3 houses banner today. We'll see. We shall see. We got Resplendent Dimitri. Really nice looking art. Leg Yarn is our next one, and I don't like that one. Not a fan. And let's move on. Let's move on. Auto Affinity Battles. Sorry, Affinity Auto Battles is back. I really don't get the point of this mode. I really don't get this mode. It's supposed to let us play with our friends' units, but it's auto battles, so I think that kind of defeats the purpose of playing with your friends' units. So yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Lots of revivals popping up. So these are the previous year's Harvest Festival banners. And Forging Bonds and Coliseum Season. Thanks to Felix, this mode is over in like 2 turns. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I was running Edelgard as well, Winter Edelgard. Like Celica Ring, that also wraps things up pretty quickly. But yeah, it's such a stupid mode. If you can even call it a mode, it's you just click a button and you collect rewards after. It's almost like you know some apps, they're like, oh, watch an ad, and then you get like an extra life to play a game or something. It sort of feels like that. You click it, you have to wait like 30 seconds for your units to do their thing, and then you get your rewards. That's what the mode reminds me of. But yeah. Oh, so yeah, Binding World. Let's take a look at Binding Worlds first, because it is wrapping up pretty soon, and I'd actually thought about saving most of my stamina for stream, but I couldn't I couldn't resist playing, especially when the floodgates open and there was like a lot of stamina to burn through. So I had already used my stamina. By the way, it took me 10 tries in Ponzaloki to get 10,570 score. Every time I see Ike, half my units is gone that turn. Yeah, that's what I don't like about the mode. And I'm curious how the higher tier players, the higher level players deal with them. I have a Hardy Bearing Micaiah in my brigade, and while she doesn't die, she doesn't kill him either. So I find that very, very annoying. I also have a Fallen Veil on my brigade. She's also pretty good at denying his special so that people don't die, but like you don't kill him either. So if you guys are like really good at Ponzaloki, you guys have to tell us the secrets. Tell us your secrets to Ponzaloki. Alright, I'm gonna do Ponzaloki, or not Ponzaloki, I'm just gonna do my 3 runs first, and then I'll show you guys what I've found this season.
Certainly.
Okay. How are you guys doing with Binding Worlds, by the way? Did you guys find anything good? What was the question for Ponzaloki? Oh, I was gonna ask you guys how you guys are doing in Ponzaloki. Have you guys found some good stuff? Did you guys find any good stuff?
Wanna grab tea?
I swear I've already found you. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Ponzaloki. Sorry, I thought you were talking. Sorry, I mixed it up. Ponzaloki, the question is, how do you guys deal with Ike if you see him? Or if you see like Winter Edelgard and you can't move before she does, she just like tears through your team. Kind of oh my goodness. Hello Tree Man. The day has come. Suck it, Tree. Congrats on your 100 stream streak. Holy cow. Damn. Look at you go. 200's the next goal, right, Tree Man? So welcome. Welcome. I find even if I put my own Ike, I feel like he doesn't kill back. Do you have like a what kind of build do you have for your Ike? I do have my own Ike, but sometimes I'm like very confident with my placement of everybody, and yet they still like all blow up. So I think I'm just bad at Ponzaloki. But yeah, how are you doing, Tree Man? How are you doing? I am going to pick up. I'm gonna pick up Home here.
Like this?
This way? I'm with you. Certainly.
As our Binding World, either a Seteth with Breath of Life 4 and Guidance Echo, or Uller with Flash Sparrow, Insight, and Curve Shot. Nice.
A solid move.
Nice.
Not so loud. Choose your path. Anything you ask.
I don't think I've found anything good in Binding Worlds yet.
For our future.
Myself. As you can see, my luck is pretty bad.
I'm with you.
Pretty bad luck with this mode. It's funny that Dual Fiorm is an outstanding far save unit, and she's suicide to Ike. Yeah. Yep.
I see.
She doesn't have very good combat against melees, so I would keep her away. Oh, that's a pretty nice Jill.
Deployed. At your command.
I was saying, that's a very nice Jill. She is getting her refined very, very soon, so... The Threma is nice. A nice side grade, but...
Right then.
A solid move.
I think when she gets her refined, you probably won't need to use anything else. It's not refined. It's not a big deal. I don't care that much about it.
This way?
Doesn't bother me that much. Gonna lurk and play Metaphor. Sounds good. Sounds good. That's the is that the Persona knockoff, or is it actually by like the same company? I saw Jade playing it,
Not so loud.
but I wasn't sure.
Certainly.
I wasn't sure. If it's by the same company.
Yes. Ready.
For our future.
Anything you ask.
Oh, okay, so it is by the same company.
A solid move.
Cause like the style and the combat, it's like all very, very same.
You shall be purged.
Yeah, Metaphor Refantasio, yes. Yes. That game.
This way?
For our future.
Deployed. Right then.
Whatever happened to the other Persona game? I remember there was one that was released only in China so far as like a beta, maybe beta test. And I remember Jade was also playing that for a while.
At your command.
Yeah, the gacha one.
Think again.
I think Jade plays like way too many games. She starts way too many games, and then she like drops them. Oh, come on. Have you guys found any? Ooh. Oh. That is a nice Rinka. Oh. I think I want to pick you. Try not to play gacha games now. No, I think that's good. Try to get yourself away from it as much as possible. I've not heard of this Kai no Kiseki.
Don't mess this up.
though. That's a nice Rinka. Very nice Rinka.
Like this?
Yes, certainly. Readied.
I'm assuming that's a gacha game, right? Kai no Kiseki. I'll wait for the Western release. Gonna start Daybreak. I want to start Daybreak 1 after beating Metaphor. So Metaphor isn't a gacha game, right? Doesn't sound like it. I actually don't know anything about these games that you guys are talking about. Faye is my one and only gacha game. If and when EOS comes, you guys will never see me playing another gacha game again. Never ever. Just regular games, I see. I see. Has anyone started playing the new Zelda game? I'm probably gonna play it after my trip to Japan. So, Act Genshin arc soon? No, I don't think I'm gonna get into it. If I do, I'll be like F2P. I swear, I will be F2P if I do play it, and I'll like suffer. There's Genshin, there's Honkai, there's so many gacha games. If Fate EOS is today, you'll start to play other Fire Emblem games. So win-win. Yeah, I'll probably focus most of my streams with oh, Nightbot. Possible ban evader monitoring. Now let's ban you. Ban. Interesting. Heroes praising Nightbot for being on top of its game and zapping the robots for me about today. Genshin arc sooner than SOV? No, I think I'll definitely do SOV first. Measured Thanksgiving. Usually they have like very generic, very random names. I didn't even notice that it had that name. But yeah, it is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend, so I have the Monday off. I think you guys down in the States don't have it until sometime in November. But yeah. Okay, so found quite a lot of friends this time around. Even though I might not have picked them because their builds weren't that great, but I did see a fair amount of friends this time around. Found Frisky's Bernadetta. I showed this to some friends, and they're like, "Why would you use this when you have like Brave Bernadetta now?" But it doesn't hurt to have two, I guess. I found Sen's Tsubasa. This is probably my front runner for my Binding Worlds pick. My Tsubasa has been very, very neglected. She doesn't have a very good kit, and this has a lot of what she would want. I think the Pegasus Flight, I'm not sure why he gave her Pegasus Flight when her res is so bad, but I'll take it. I will take it. Monday is also a holiday technically, but I'm also taking Tuesday off, so 4-day weekend. Ooh, nice. What's the holiday in the States? Doors Altina. Very interesting build. Libra. Columbus Day, I see. I don't know what that is celebrating. I'm assuming it's someone named Columbus. That's nice. That's nice. Long weekends are always nice. Tsubasa can do AoE build with Arcane Luin plus Momentum 4. Yeah, I think that would have been a much better B skill for her. I mean, the check is your speed plus res, but like her res is so low. Actually, no, it's low because she's only level 18. Hey, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. Age 18? Level 18? Coincidence? Maybe he didn't update his Tsubasa yet, but that makes me sad because could have been a really, really nice Tsubasa build. Found Koi's Seteth. This doesn't actually have anything that mine doesn't already have. I think Aerial Maneuvers is like the only thing that's new. Attack speed catches is kind of whatever. Attack Oath Echo, kind of nice, but he already has Aerial Maneuvers, so why does he still need the Oath Echo? Also, hello there, Crystallis. Welcome, welcome. You choosing a Super Forma? Not yet. There's still a couple of days, right? There's still a couple of days to try to find something better. But it's the first time I'm streaming this weekend, so figured I'd show you guys what I've been finding in Binding Worlds. But hope you're doing well. Air maneuvers for Seteth look really good, but I had no fodder for him. I think there's probably better stuff you can give Seteth. Air maneuver, I suppose, is really good for his mobility, but there's also Wyvern Rift, and that helps his survivability quite a bit. Got a really nice Catria. I think most of the skills are new for my own Catria. Ever since the Catria balls kind of dropped off, I haven't really been updating her kit as much. Found Deke. Wounded Tiger. I found a Shadow Shift. Okay, this is also. I don't know if Moles, if you're here, but I found your ray gun. Really nice. Super decked out ray gun. Got the momentum. Shadow Shift is probably the biggest thing here though, because she has Canto 3, so she has lots of movement to repo, or sorry, Shadow Shift someone in. They made it very clear that it's not repo. It's like repo, but it's not actually repo. I love how Breath of Life 3 was a skill that was practically dead on Love how Breath of Life 3 was a skill that was practically dead on arrival, where Breath of Life 4 is insane. Yeah. They've been doing that quite a lot, where they take old skills and they just jack them up like crazy. Still waiting for them to make the Defiant skills better, and the Brazen skills. I think the Brazens need they need to branch it off and make it better somehow. But yeah, they're doing that a lot with the some of the older skills. Oh my goodness, pass 4. I just want a pass seal. I don't really care about pass 4. Just give us a pass seal. Pass seal would be insane. Insane. Don't ask me why. I ended up picking up Henry. I think he was like the best one out of all of the all my picks. Defiant 4 would be nuts. We don't know what it does yet, but it needs to do a lot. This is a pretty nice harmonic Tiki, but feels kind of like a build you can slap on any dragon. Tiki ga. Yes. Oh, have you guys seen any armors with the twin save in Binding Worlds? I was really hoping to find like an Edelgard or something. Edelgard, she's kind of low on flowers, so I could see myself picking up like a twin save Brave Edelgard. Merch, I don't get anything out of it, but twin save and flowers, I could see myself picking that up. But not very much luck with the twin save. Curious if you guys have seen them yet. Seems like all the emblem's new skills are B, such as Boost Friend, Resonance, Momentum, and Potent. Ooh. I don't need to know, as long as they sprinkle some power creep on it. Defiant 4 gonna be crazy. That's gonna be funny when that happens. When we actually want to run Defiance, given that the tier 3s were so bad. Halloween Gnaw, I found. Nice. But you can't recruit her, right? If you found Halloween Gnaw, you can't recruit her. I don't remember what your weapon does, but it's pretty short, so I'm assuming it's pretty bad. But the kit is very nice. I do like the kit. Yeah, I did find you. Yeah, good thing I didn't pick you up again, but I could have sworn I found Rayan? I don't know if that's how you say his name. Rain? Found you already. Pretty nice copy pasta build on everyone's favorite country girl, Norn. Brazen 5? Oh man. Brazen 5. If you guys are in the Discord, you would have heard me complaining about how they gave the twin saves a yellow, like a solid yellow border, but they didn't increase the score for it. And I was baffled why they didn't do it. And yet High Dragon Wall somehow scores the highest for dragons. Yes, Discord. We do have a Discord. It's a pretty chill place. Mostly talk about Fire Emblem, but talk about anything as well. Thanks for the the plug, Tree Man. Female Summer Robin used to be my general once upon a time. Yeah, back when you could kind of turn, like, Lance, there weren't too many God Lances back in the day. And she was actually one of the faster Lance units. So you could give her like DC and whatever. And she could be a pretty good Omni tank in Aether Raids. And her art's really good. I do like her art. It's even got the little octopus. Also, hey there, Nilla, welcome. Welcome. I still don't understand why people do this. Why they would take away foul play to give them Yuri like an echo skill. Because you can't use the two together, right? I will never understand why people do this. I know why. Did you do it? Yes, it's more value for form-up, but if you're never gonna use it, is it really value? I don't think so, right? No, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, because I just explained my reasoning to it. Are you ever gonna use Harsh Command Plus and Depth-Blow Echo over Foul Play? No, right? So those slots are, those skills are like useless in a way. Just my opinion on it. Is that Foul Act? Wait, what? What do you mean? I used to see quite a lot of Yuris, and this was one of the few I've seen lately. Thor Refine, I think it is coming soon, right? Maybe at the end of the month. She might be getting refined. Not sure what they're gonna do with her, but her preference C needs quite a lot of work. So far, it just gives you like a dry breath effect, and if they give you like a dry breath and also like a special jump, that could be pretty nice. All right. Is it in November? Okay. Can't wait. Can't wait. Pretty copy pasta build for Dimitri. Maybe one day we'll have a special accessory from a new hero type that allows you to equip echo skills together with perf skill. Nice. I could see IS doing that as a way to power creep. This is a pretty nice Note. Note and Dogger, they look really similar, right? So at first I thought this was a Dogger, but I made sure to take a look again, and it is indeed Note. This is kind of something Dogger would like to run too. If this had Kanto Curb, I probably would have picked this up. Like, without hesitating, I probably would have picked this up. If she had Kanto Curb. You don't see that skill very often. And it's still only on the Yukata Lucia, so it's pretty rare. Map White Sling incoming. -1 cooldown, not Rally Spectrum. That'd be nice. I would like that. I would like that. Found new nugget with his Lilina. I found not as many corns lately, but this one had a pretty nice build. Verge of Death. SR Fart Trays, Inside Attack Res. Attack Res, I'm not sure why they did Res. Maybe they didn't have Inside Attack Speed. Lin. Oh, this one was kind of confusing because they're running Flared Sparrow with Miasma. So maybe they just wanted to give you the value of whether you wanted to run Miasma or Flared Sparrow, but if you run them both, they do like a really funny pattern. Because the veins cancel each other out. Tania. She was actually pretty weak. I picked her up thinking that she'd be really good. Still died to like everything. Copy Pasta, God Sword. Trying to make Bravite good. Trying to make Legendary Marth good. Another interesting build. Flared and Miasma again. Seal Speed. Can't pick you up. I already built my Dogger, so I don't need any Doggers. I don't need them. Pretty nice Kagero. If I had like absolutely nothing I could pick up, I could get her for the flowers and like a completely new kit. Found a pretty janky Garrick with Wings of Mercy Echo, or sorry, Mercy Wing Echo. I really wish they'd give us some Fury Echo already. I need my Fury Echo so that I can probably stop using Wings of Mercy 4, and then Wings of Mercy, or sorry, Mercy Wing Echo would actually be good. Why is the face sound? Wait. Is sound okay for you guys? Also, hello there, Microwave. Does the sound messed up? Because it sounds fine for me. Okay, I don't know if that did anything, but I don't think the sound had any problem. Otherwise, I would have heard someone complain about it. Yeah, what the Fae? No, that seems to be working too, so I don't know if you're trying to troll me, Microwave. It's like 1 octet cat different from what it sounds. Interesting. Well, I hope it's okay now. I didn't notice anything, but it could be maybe because all my cables are all ripping apart. You know, like when your cables just wear and tear, the thing that wraps around the wire starts to rip apart. That's what's happening with my cables. I don't know if that's the problem. Also, thank you for the S-Drink Redemption tree, man. By the way, is the what's that game called? Metaphor? Does that have any like online co-op? Are you able to play with Jade in that game? I pop into her stream every now and then just to see what's happening, but she hasn't really been playing anything that I am really interested in, so. It's like the Keys theme from Guilty Gear X2 and Robo Key. Is it Key or Kai? Key theme? I think I know what you're talking about though. My Streamlabs seems to be acting up a lot lately. Anyways, I don't think there's too many other good units here to show off. Another Lin, Zero, which I'm not gonna pick up. Jill we saw today. Depending on if the refines are good and if there's any overlap between Binding Worlds, this might be not that bad. But it's gonna depend on whether her refine is any good. And then Rinka. Rinka is our other. Actually, this Rinka might actually tempt me. Because I think her refine was pretty good, right? Perfect for like a Lagoose Friend build. It's got the Breath of Life, NCD, DBD. It's really good. No, Jill did not get her refine yet. Ileana got her refine last month. And Jill came on the same banner that Ileana came on, so she's coming up very soon. Might be this month or the next month. But anyways, nothing really good from this Binding World. I might just pick up Sen's Tsubasa just for funsies. Rinka I might pick up. I'll have to like take a look at her weapon again. But 30 flowers, final merge for Rinka, and a super nice kit. This might actually be my top pick so far. But yeah, that's my Binding Worlds. Hope you guys had better luck than I did. Yeah, finding some good stuff. I find it takes maybe like 2 or 3 Binding Worlds before I actually find something I really want. Usually it just comes down to who's the least worst pick. Which one's the like none of these are like, oh, I see it and I want to pick it up. But which one? Yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. This is the Lilith that I've been sending out for the past several Binding Worlds. Not sure if anyone has found her. Next year, version 6 will be available for Binding Worlds. Is it coming soon? I know they increased it to last year. I don't remember when. That'll be cool if we can start recruiting version 6s. That would be pretty cool. Alright, free polls. Let's do the free polls. Check out, okay, we're gonna do green. Is Fiorma top or bottom? What do you guys say? Should I fodder my only aided Reagan to my rearmed Lucina? I think that's a pretty good idea because you can duplicate the shadow shift. If you have rearmed, no, she's not a rearmed, she's an attuned. If you have attuned Azura, she's probably the best person to bank shadow shift on right now. Mostly because attuned Azura has a crazy Canto. She has like Canto distance +1 or something, so she like zooms across the map to like repo you. Let's do blue. Do you have attuned Azura? I put it on Zura and I also put it on Lucina because I wanted like two different units. You can give it shadow shift. Yeah, but I don't have any way to inherit out of her right now. I'll have 2 rearmed Lucina that I can fodder. Yeah, give it to Lucina. I'm not saying it's a bad inherit, but I think Azura would be best right now. Poor Surtur. Forever in refined jail. I actually want blue. I want Fortress Defense res, please. Nope. Nope. Anyone wants my Brave Tiki? I haven't seen her. But if I did see her, I know your Tiki is like super decked out, so I would probably pick her up if I did see her, but no luck. It's kind of funny. I added a few new people this time around for Binding Worlds, and I found pretty much everyone that I added recently. So maybe next time we can. I'll delete some of you guys and I'll re-add you. That'll bump up your odds. You want Surtur? Alright, let's do Surtur. Thank you for the ticket redemption. Also, why is Adult Tiki on the Halloween revival in Holoforms? Wait, which revival are you talking about? Why is Adult Tiki on the Halloween revival in Holoforms? Oh, Tempest Trial. I don't know. I mean, the harmonic is Nagi and Tiki, right? No, is it? Yeah, it is, right? Oh no, sorry, it's Nagi. Yeah, why isn't it Nagi? Sorry, I had a brain fart there. It was 2 green-haired dragons. Not even 2, it's actually 1. That's a good question. maybe it is a hint for next year. Better start saving up Yuka. Wanted to get the Harmonic Koran manual, but misclicked and picked Malice. Ooh. It's okay. We usually get enough codes anyways to get them both. It's funny though, you picked up Rocket Boobs. It's Rocket Boobs. Alright, green for Garrick. Still trying to get some Garrick merges. Ugh. 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 You. I low-key might actually save up for that. Well, you don't know if it's actually gonna be... if it's actually gonna be her.
Have you mistaken me for another? This outfit comes from a land of ice. I hope it suits me.
I don't know if her voice actress has always been Cassandra Lee Morris, but if I close my eyes and I listen to Julia talk, I only hear Sothis now.
When I was a child, a book my mother read to me contained stories of different worlds.
Tell me this isn't Sothis disguising as a Green Mage.
I wonder if I can become close with the people of Nifl.
Change from Resplendent and find out. Yeah, I don't doubt it, but it's always funny. She sounds very, like, all of her characters kind of sound the same. She also voices our friendly neighborhood owl, Fei-chan. She also voices her. Used to be someone else. I don't know if you guys know they changed her VA, or remember they changed her VA. Calling Julia sounds a lot more like Sothis. I can hear Morgana, yes. The Persona cat. From Persona 4, right? I think it's from Persona 4. I remember the Faye voice change. I like the original Faye's voice just fine, TBH. Yeah, I also liked her original voice actress. Her name was Kimberly Tierney, if I remember correctly. I think it had something to do with the fact that maybe location, because I think she's based out in Japan. Kimberly, that is. And maybe that caused some conflicts, and so they had to retire her and hire someone else. But I did like the original voice actress for Faye. Doesn't sound like Sothis, that's the important thing. Persona 5, okay. It took me like a couple seconds to realize what you were talking about there. Persona 5 was the one with Morgana. Okay. So, like I said earlier, this is the first week where we have the Aether cap raised to 400. It was kind of funny because I think most people notice that the description here still says 250. I think Davey was the first one who pointed it out to me. But it still says 250 and not 400. Enjoy your lurk, Yuka. I'm gonna be checking out some replays. Also, like I said, I've been getting hit by some interesting players, and it might be there might be something to super sandbagging. Might be something to it. Okay, so this is what I'm running for defense this week. It's pretty much the same as last Chaos season. Not really, because I think I've moved a couple people. I've also swapped some people out. Notably, you can see Sigurd is on the team. I threw in Myr. I don't think Myr was there before. And I also threw in Tina onto the team. Tina's great this week. Maybe it's just the players that I've been running into, but if I can steal the Gallop, it's kind of hilarious. She gives the entire team +2 movement, and it is really funny. But a lot of people are taking advantage of Sigurd. I see quite a lot of people bringing Sigurd, pairing up with Felix, and yeah, they make a very good duo. Very good duo. The reason I have Myr on this team is because she has some AoE DR. Not the 80% that Nagi has. So in her, is it her preference weapon? Yeah, she has 40% AoE DR in her preference weapon. She also has, sorry, she has 40%. I think I said 80, right? She has 40% AoE DR here. I gave her High Dragon Wall, so she has another 40%. So if you do the math, it's about 64% AoE damage reduction. It's like 16% off from the 80%, but it can make a pretty big difference. So that's why I have her on the team. To prevent getting Sigurd this week. Ah yes, my favorite save armor, Hada Delbox.
Not looking bright.
Is she your favorite? Or is the new Nagi your favorite?
Time to bow out.
Haven't found Nagi yet. I feel like Nagi might actually be a little weaker than Myr. Because Nagi relies on the twin save build. Although you can technically do Shield Fighter Aegis on her as well. But you don't need to button for the warp bubble. Which is why I think I still like Myr more than Nagi. I'm sure you're gonna hate that too. Yeah. Right, Peony, Robin, Sigurd, Felix, and Emerin. So I don't know if you guys have seen people running this. I think some of you guys might have. Felix with Emerin is really neat. With her weapon, she basically turns into a womb beacon. Not even a womb beacon. She just turns into a beacon. So you can do hit and run really easily with Emerin. Some people will yeet in Emerin to get things started. I think this person is probably going to do hit and run. Felix Emerin is bull. You still gotta pull it off though. The two of them aren't like invincible. There's like a beefy near save. I don't think you're gonna be able to bust through. Not sure what they were going for here, but it was interesting that they used their own Robin to nullify my veins, my ice veins. I'm sure they had some sort of grand strategy in the works, but they couldn't kill Hathorn, couldn't kill Myr. Okay, no Felix this time, but there is a Sigurd. Govag, Ike, Edelgard. Unkillable tanks managed to somehow be dumber than Felix. Depends on the build. I think some builds can kill the Myr. You might have to like AoE here twice, maybe, but Myr does have she does have that gimmick of having built-in AoE DR, which is why I like using her. So this is what I mean when I say I'm getting hit by some interesting players. I don't know what they were going for here. They could have repoed out the Sigurd. I mean, they're running rally attack defense, so yeah, stuff is gonna happen.
You think this is a game?
So cold.
So cold.
Time to sleep.
Yeah, got him. Got him. They couldn't even get the... There wasn't even any like flat DR because I didn't proc a special. Forgot to toggle danger area, I guess? Maybe.
Careful not to burn.
Saw the team and was like, fine, kill me.
Leave my sight.
There's a very good example of Felix having an enemy phase. Something that I know Delvox likes to rail on about. Half-built Marnie. Half-built Reagan. Yeah, this is another interesting play by my opponent. no bonus structure, yeah.
Won't give up.
I think so with Felix. The reason he has an enemy phase is because
Beaten by weaklings.
I think he has a lot of stuff that procs his special already. Like he gets a lot of DR if special is ready, so if you enemy phase them and don't proc a special, I think you can kill him. I think.
Leave my sight.
But it's like very hard to time that stuff out.
Just as I planned.
Where's my weapon?
Good question. Where is it? Show of hands, how many of you guys have upgraded your schools? I did. I've upgraded my armor school, I think I've upgraded my flyer school. Kind of regretting it, because you can get kind of screwed if people bring... If someone brings like the attuned Sheeta, and it's like infantry school, you're basically giving her +10 to all stats. So I tried to put the school as far away as possible so that you either have to break it or they break it or they have to like plonk it in a really weird spot. So yeah. I very much like an option to refund all the resources I dumped into this. Please. Armors cause saves. Sorry, infantry cause of Brave Ike. Armors cause of saves, yeah. We had to upgrade it back in the day. That was one of the few ways you can get them. Hit them with some debuffs. And yes, Mickey also flips the penalties, so it's kind of dumb. Alright, Lumera, Robin, Peony, Fjorm, and Alphonse. I've seen in the past, you guys have bullied my defense. The right side is pretty weak. I'm just hoping that not too many people try to go up the right side.
You won't get past me.
I forget if that was like before Felix or after Felix, but
A waste of my time.
Felix can reach
I failed.
whoever is over there. If there's no gatekeeper.
Time to sleep.
They want blood.
For peace.
That actually screws them. the creation pulse.
You won't get past me.
So creation pulse pre-charges her flare, but by doing so, I actually get lots of DR. I get DR if you have your special ready.
Forgive me.
I forget if it was Yuka or Yinken. One of you guys were trying to salvage Alphonse.
I tried, Father.
He's definitely fallen off a bit. Great talent, doesn't proc fast enough. Can't stack those stats fast enough. Ileana hasn't refined them yet. Panette, plus 10? Yes, plus 10. I'm definitely gonna build Marnie whenever she shows up in the Grail shop. Also, hey there, Blue Island. GL with the stream. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, by the way, I guess a bit of an update. So, I forget if it was last weekend or the weekend before. I told you guys that my sister decided to put down the doggo. But, he's still around. He's still around. I don't think you guys have heard him barking. But, he seems to be doing better, so they kind of put that off. But yeah, I figured I'd mention that before you guys hear him, and then you'd be like, hey, what the heck? Actress lied to you guys. They were gonna put down the doggo and didn't. And he didn't. But yeah, I think my sister gave him some antibiotics or whatever, and he seems to be doing better. Today he didn't eat his breakfast, so hopefully it's not like not a sign of anything. Also, thank you for the Yes Drink Redemption and the Zappy. Yeah, Doggo is doing well. Doggo is doing well. This is like the second time he's been very close to dying. Our dog obviously doesn't understand what we're talking about, so I often like to joke with him. I'd be like, hey, you're not dead yet. Are you dying? But yeah. Hey, how's it going, Untendoed? Welcome. Feels like I haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. I was just telling the story about how our doggo gets to live a bit longer. He hasn't been feeling too well lately, and my sisters were on the verge of putting him down, but he gets to live. Showing his serial killer side all of a sudden. Hey, I don't want him to die, but if he's like suffering, why would you want him to keep living on, right? Okay, Peony Tiki, Brave Tiki, plus 10 Panette, Unrefined Ileana. Now all of my coworkers are gonna think I'm lying, because I had an on-site, like a 2-day on-site. So I was in the office, stayed overnight, and
A waste of my time.
I was chatting up with all my coworkers. I was telling them, oh my poor doggo, he's gonna be put down soon. And then the next time I see them, they're gonna ask me about it. And I'm like, oh, he's actually still fine. So they're all gonna think I'm lying to them.
I'll protect the Exalt.
It's a tough decision, right? If you think the dog's not doing well and is it better to let them go or hold on and hopefully they get better? I had a lucky accident in today's free summons. I wanted to pull the bow leg yarn, but accidentally clicked green for Fjorm focus and got Ascendant Air instead. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice. Yes, that can happen. Got pity broken by Ascendant Air. I don't know if you picked her up yet, but she does come with a Florette, right? She's an Ascended unit, so if you didn't have her before, you can summon a Florette. This is the second Ileana this week. She actually, I kind of like her refine. If I find like a good one in Binding Worlds, which I kind of doubt at this rate, I would pick her up if she had like Lagu's friend and she was like super decked out. She has a very interesting refine. Against melee units, she gets a crap ton of flat DR. She compares her res to the opponent's res, and she gets up to like 20 flat DR. So even though her defense is like garbage, it kind of doesn't. It's deceptive. She basically has like as much res as she has defense against like a melee unit. She gets like 20 flat DR, and then with Lagu's friend she gets even more flat DR. Deceptively very bulky, especially against melee units. It was my second air, so I already had the Boonflower. Yes, Boonflower. I think that's the first time I've heard people call it the Boonflower. Like, yeah, definitely the first time I've heard it called that way. So she gets the floor defense boost, kind of. I think you're talking about the OG floor where she gets a lot of defense when she attacks into someone, but she gets flat damage reduction, so it's even better than just defense. Tellius favoritism. Indeed. I stole charge from someone. I think I stole it from... I think I stole it from Rolf, right? So is HP as combat please. Yeah, I stole it from Rolf. So her dance gives charge, and now all of my units have charge as well. Did you guys pick up? You guys picked up Tina, right, from Hollow Forms?
Time for all things.
It's crazy how like quick we're getting some units in Hollow Forms.
Now I'm a ghost. I'll cut you down.
They used to like slow roll it,
So hungry and cold.
prioritize the older units, but I think they realize it doesn't really matter. And they'll just give us whoever they want. Also, survive with 1 HP. Let's go.
Leave my sight.
Wretched.
I didn't pick anyone. I wanted to collect Thracia characters without blue stars. Fair enough. It's not a big deal. Stars are stars.
You think this is a game?
I never wanted this.
It's a good way to get really good kit on your dudes without actually having to pull for the skills. Yeah, love Tina. Tina's so good. Team CYL. We're just missing Bernadetta. I don't even know if they have a bonus unit on this team. I don't think they do. So if you guys have played Engage, you know that there's actually two types of ice veins. I don't know if IS is gonna give us two different ice veins to play with.
You think this is a game?
Or they'll introduce like two different ice veins in Heroes. This is the first one where they create ice blocks. Interestingly, in Engage, you cannot walk over your own ice veins. But in Heroes, you can. But they do kind of the same thing. They obstruct your movement. The other ice vein,
Where's my weapon?
if you stand on it, you get +1 movement at the start of the turn. And that'd be a pretty neat way to, if you run like a hit and run team, if you run a very player phase heavy team, that could be very, very good for you. Tina, Arcane, Reinhardt, and the guy who looks like Lennon are missing my collection. Who's Lennon? Lennon? Do you mean Ronin? Lennon.
Don't bully me.
And yes, Delbox with the the Ninja Gunthra Copium.
Yeah?
Chrome, forgive me.
The older Bolt
A
Staff
waste of my
one.
time.
Bolt Staff.
Done got all twisted.
You mean August? I prefer his fan translation name, or actually, I think his Japanese name is Augustus. That sounds like so much cooler than
Thank you for all you do.
August. He's one of Leaf's strategists in Thracia. He was pretty nasty when he first came out. Like his staff doesn't pop off until someone on your team dies, and when it does,
The battle is mine.
he gets a bunch of effect. Perfect for SD, which everyone plays, right? Everyone plays SD. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about missing on Augustus now. He's kind of fallen off quite a lot.
I tried, Father.
Alphonse. Poor Alphonse. Great fodder, but not so great as a unit. I play SD Shadow Dragon, yes. Okay, I'm not going to push today. It does seem like there's a bit of a benefit from super sandbagging. The quality of players is noticeably not very good, which is great, especially if you want to keep a perfect score for the season. I think the reason this is the case is because I guess a lot of the people who don't care about Aether Raids, they'll sack play or whatever, and then they all kind of hang out around this score range. So we'll see if this is the go forward strat for Aether Raids or not. There's only one season, so I don't have a lot of data. I'm curious if you guys are also sandbagging, if you guys had a similar experience where the players are not very good. What do you think of Vels are fine? I don't even remember it. I don't think it was that great. Veld. I believe he keeps his gravity gimmick, which is neat. It's neat, but it's not reliable, right? If you want to hit it, if you want to hit like very specific units, you're not very reliable. Although it does splash, right? So maybe it's not that bad. HP greater than 25%, grants stats, neutralize foes, bonuses, attack and res, deals damage equal to X. X is the highest total penalties among target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Reduces damage from foes at hex by 30%. It's okay. I don't think they changed too much about his base refine. I think they added the sabotage in there. I think they added sabotage and then the attack speed -7. But the refine is kind of eh. Not great, but if you're only building Thracia units, might as well refine them. It's better than his base effect, I guess. This batch for October, all of the refines are kind of meh, which is kind of disappointing. Nothing really game changing. Maybe we'll change their behavior to join the sandbagging, so it's too early to tell. Yeah, it's only our first season, so it's hard to tell if sandbagging is really the way to go. But you know what? I'll do 2 matches today for content for Aether Raids. This means that 1 extra person can potentially rematch me, but I don't think there's too much else to do today. Let's do 2 singles. Veronica Refine is fine. Veronica Refine is fine. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're talking about her. Yeah, I think her refine is decent, but the unit was like pretty dead on arrival. When she debuted, she was kind of meh. So if you got a lot of merges on her, I guess that's great. But I mean, even as a one-off, she's still great. One of the few ways you can splash feud on people, right? So it's okay. Hopefully next month comes Dehorba. I really hope Dehorba gets a good weapon and refine. Given that she is GHB, the chances are rather low. You never know. I think we've gotten quite a few good GHB refines. Remember George? George got a pretty good refine. And he was a GHB.
Daniel, my twin brother, is famous for crafting weapons. Great stuff. Hey, just so you know, I'd like to be paired up with a nice girl, not some punk.
Alright, I'll pair you up with Meg. Meg is a nice girl. Meg is a nice girl. Nihiro. Nihiru. Hiru? Hiru. Yeah, Nihiru. Nihiru. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Parent with Forest for extra confusion. I'm sure Forest is a great guy, but I forgot what I was gonna say there. Yeah, no Celica ring on Felix. Well, that's really good for us. This looks like something I can just tank with Ike. And because there's no ring, I don't even need to worry about... don't even need to worry about him jumping out. Unfortunately, if I tried to plonk here, I have a feeling everyone might die. Maybe not. I do have Loki, so Loki could stop them from moving around. No hardy bearing. Let's eat an Ike. Let's eat an Ike. I'm not sure if I want to bring... I could probably Gale Force this, or use Felix. But I'm a little afraid of not being able to kill Hathorn. And that'll cause some problems. There's no way I don't kill Hathorn, right? Hey, welcome Yinken. I overslept. It's okay. It's the weekend. You can do whatever you want. I've actually been sleeping a lot earlier. So I feel more rested. I've been getting like I've been like dozing off sometimes, like midday, especially after lunch. And sleeping more helps. Who knew? But yeah, hope you're doing well, Yinken. I think we're just gonna eat an Ike. I trust Ike. There's no warping shenanigans, so...
There was something to report, wasn't there?
I think he's the way. low key is the way. There's no okay, there is potentially warping. Potentially. Let's keep Gatekeeper somewhat close. Can we?
I submit to you.
Okay, they're both gravitied, so at the very least I think Mia will live. None. My bonus unit on this team is Reagan.
Setting off.
So I'm gonna need her to get a kill.
Am I up? Where to today?
Will do.
Got it.
Which one's mine?
You don't have Kanto, right? Oh, wait, you do.
Sure.
What should I do?
Let's rumble.
Yes, we kill. Let's go. I think that was the real trap. I heard the little trap noises.
Pure endurance.
What?
I'll guide you.
You bet that's not one of his like special quotes. He's just like confused.
A tough decision.
Greetings!
Okay. There's no hardy bearing on this team, so I think we're okay.
Emblem, engage!
I also gravitied the two dudes on the right.
Emblem, engage!
So Felix should kill himself here, leaving what's her name behind.
Emblem, engage!
I wish I could tell you what HP does, but I don't remember. She got a refine. I just don't remember what it does.
You think this is a game? I'll guide you.
Okay, I don't think I will have any problems killing you.
Reporting for duty.
I've got this.
Setting off.
Come on, ghoul and bursty girl.
Got it.
There we go.
I found my way.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was like a more visible way to know whether you got your bonus skill or not. The checkmark system isn't very good. Not a fan of the checkmark system. Alright, one more. LuckyTiger. Interesting. This is kinda scary, I think. This is near save. No bonus structure. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice there was no bonus structure. I feel like I can just yeet in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The only unit on this team that Ike would be afraid of is you. Even then, I don't even think it's all that scary, because if I have a Breath of Life partner, this isn't all that scary. Also, no rings again, so this is like perfect. Okay, I'm gonna use the Ike team, but I want to use Reagan to snipe the Egran first. She has that Giga Kanto, so she can hit and run pretty well here. And then I'll just like fly Ike in. I'm not sure if Reagan can kill Erica. Like if I just yeet Ike in, Ike kills everyone here. Can Reagan kill this?
Emblem, engage!
1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, I don't have a dancer on this team. Shoot. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Setting off.
Oh, right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I guess, we might just have to yeet in Ike and hope for the best. Oh, you're right. Well, I guess Ike is, he's gonna have to tank the world here. I hope Azura doesn't attack first. I don't think she should, because she has pretty low attack, so the weaker one should attack first.
What should I do?
Good catch though, I totally forgot about that.
Let's rumble. Emblem, engage!
Where to today?
In stride.
Greetings!
I don't think it matters if I open this or not, because they can't get through.
A tough decision.
Definitely don't want to open that up.
I submit to you.
I'm hoping the Azura doesn't go first here, because then that would be a great target for Reagan to kill. Maybe Marnie might live. Maybe she might live.
This one's mine!
Oh, she definitely living.
This one's mine!
Wow. Wow.
Yeah?
Gonna use
I'll
Marnie
guide you.
next SDS. I think everyone's gonna use her. She's very good.
This one's mine!
You need like Fatal Smoke to like one round her, I feel. Because it's not a special miracle. So she will die to that.
Am I up?
Will do.
I've got this.
In stride. I cannot lose.
Are you building her as a near save or a far save though? She might have some trouble against stuff like Micaiah.
Let's rumble.
Which one's mine?
Reporting for duty.
Setting off.
Nice.
Where to today?
I submit to you.
I think mirror save is perfect for her. There's so many scary melee units these days. Might even be worth it to run the near save instead of a far save in SD.
I've got this. Reporting for duty.
Got it. For Neithavalir.
Expect to see many Sigurds. Well, if I ban them, then I won't need to see them, right?
A tough decision. Sure.
Just ban them. You don't have to see any Sigurds. But then there's Sigurd rings you have to worry about.
How's this?
I'll guide you.
Nice. Okay. So I think that's gonna be all the Aether Raids for today. If the trend continues, then hopefully I'll get a not so good player running into me tomorrow. So this is interesting though, because how many matches is that? How many matches is that? So tomorrow I'll start with 390 Aether. So if I do a double up, sorry, 390 minus 80, 2, 4. That's 4.5 matches tomorrow, right? If I'm doing my math correctly. 390. If you do a match, it's minus 100. Assuming you get all the pots, it's plus 20. So it's minus 80 per match. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's 4.5 matches tomorrow. Also, welcome back, Yuka. Congrats on your 32 Chain Challenge Orbs. We just finished the Aether Raids for today. I'm gonna keep sandbagging today rather than burning my Aether. But sandbagging like this means that tomorrow I have to do 4.5 matches. 4.5 double ups, I mean. It'll be interesting to see if tomorrow the opponents are going to be any good, or the quality of tomorrow's opponents. Pushing all the way up. But yeah, we're still good for now. So I don't want to push my luck. See my rank? Yeah. I did see my rank. See, this is what I mean. The people who don't really care about Aether Raids. I mean, I think these people all do because they're all they have the same score, 19,540. This is the score you will be at if you are maximum sandbagging. I see a couple of friends here too. Davey, I see you here, but I think you said you lost 100 Aether. It's interesting. That's for sure. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have a bunch of people who like to push to the front page every day. I'm curious if my Japanese friend is still up there. He is. Sen is also up here. Oh, K5, hope he doesn't mind if I show off his team, but he has a super decked out Veronica. I thought his team was really good. but he seemed to have lost some lift already. 980. 980. He lost 100. Holy crap. I was looking for teams to copy this week, and I was maybe gonna do something like this. But I think he's also pushing his Aether every week, so... Or sorry, pushing his Aether every day, so he might be running into the tougher opponents up here. He can't beat something like this. He lost 120? I think he lost 100, right? Lost 100. 980. 080. I think he lost 100. I can't see it losing like a lot of lifts, so maybe he forgot bonus kills too. Somewhere in there. I think he lost some bonus kills maybe. Okay. Alright. I know there's still Arena Assault to do, but I think I might skip that today. My aunt is cooking up something downstairs. I saw this morning. You guys probably won't know what I'm talking about. It's a Vietnamese dish. It's called bun goon. E-A-N-H-C-O-N. Is that right? Anyways, it's a Vietnamese dish, and I'm a little hungry, so I think I might wrap stream up today here, and I'll just do AA offline. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. Not enough orbs to YOLO summon. Friendly reminder though that we do have the trailer tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if it is another Three Houses banner plus aided Reagan, or not Reagan, Dogger. I'd be surprised if Dogger isn't an aided hero. Now that they've introduced that type of hero. I really want to give everyone the shiny eagle, so please IS make her an aided hero. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I'm not sure if next weekend there's SDS, so if I do stream, it might just be the one day. And also, after next weekend, there's only 1 weekend left before my trip to Japan. So I'm not sure if this will be my last stream before my trip or not. But if it is, I'll definitely let you guys know in the Discord, and I'll update my stream title as well, just to let you guys know. But no stream in November for obvious reasons. If I feel brave enough, maybe I'll do some live streams while I'm like wandering around on the streets and stuff in Japan. If I'm brave enough, but probably not. But anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I guess some of you guys do have the day off tomorrow. So hope you guys have a great rest of your long weekend if that's the case. And I may or not see you guys next week or the week after. Well, like I said, I will let you guys know. Finally, your time zone matches me when in Japan. Yeah, it will. It will. Too bad I I thought about it, bring my laptop as well to Japan, in which case I can kind of stream there, but I think I'm gonna pass on that. I shouldn't have to worry about streaming and stuff when I'm in Japan, right? So yeah. Thank you for petting Sami and feeding Sami. Sinful. Act IRL in Japan. I'll definitely be sharing pictures, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, have a good rest of your weekend, guys. And I may or may not see you guys next weekend for some more Heroes. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. And then you'll be more updated there. But anyways, bye guys. Bye-bye.